The factory, as it's now called, is basically done. Got a lot of stuff queued up. It turns out if you go schematic mode, it remembers schematic mode when you go into editor for equipment, so you can much more easier place and plan stuff out that way, because otherwise it throws you into, well, a not very helpful view. I kind of wish schematic was the default view for that, to be honest, or you keep this UI element up while we go into editor, because it just vanishes, and no, I don't really know why so many UI elements just vanish in this, but found that to be pretty useful. A lot of stuff is queued up. Some of it is purchased and coming in. I've got like a recurring buy order for maintaining a certain minimum of tracks and short arms, because we're using a bunch of those. Still need like foundries and assemblers, and I think I got orders for those too. Foundries? Smelters? Man, same thing. Someday we'll get the research over. We got the chem labs there for deuterium one day. When those get going, for now we're just rocking reactors and batteries, which is totally fine because there's not a whole lot going on here. I don't even know if I really need fusion reactors, but when it comes time to powering the Stargate, because I'll probably move that over. I don't know. Could be cool to have. They're just working on getting all the tracks in. A lot of the tracks coming off of Megminer instead of Megaminer. Not really sure when that happened. Was it always Megminer? I don't know, whatever. A lot of them coming from this, which is largely unloaded its everything. I think everything else that it's got, we can just sell. Because there's not a whole lot left. So, go off chasing the sunset, as promised, and, yeah, we'll just get rid of the rest of it. The mining lasers, roasters, hello! There's a rock and stone. The rock and stone, which is largely also set up. Interesting. Don't know why the floor is different colored there. I'm kind of okay with it, I guess. You're working on offloading stuff solely to the old foundry. Rock and stone, though, is largely set up. I got rid of some of the crates because it was generally too many. Because these are working with stacks, but all the stuff that we're making are just using, like, individuals, not stacks. And I think that's contributing heavily to my general confusion regarding how much is enough. Like, if you're doing, I think frames need like 5 metallic ingots, a stack is 30, so you're good for a little while there. I also switched this around because seems like just a blunder on my part. FTL charges being made going into storage, then from storage going into the FTL drive. Easy peasy, super simple. Do need to reverse this arm, though. I did forget that. There we go. That seems right. So it's auto-loading, but it's also making FTL charges, because otherwise we run into the problem where we get crystals made up for the FTL charge, but the FTL charge doesn't need to be loaded into the FTL drive. And because this has its FTL charge inside waiting, the Tillium can't get in there, so people just go over and they pull it out themselves, because I don't have controls for no manual unloading. Like you've got here, crew loading and unloading are just the storage crates, but not the smelters. So they'll just kind of take that and then complain that there's nowhere to put it. That was a bit frustrating. Get food and water situated somewhere around here. I don't know. And then you're kind of good to go. You just need people. I've even got the interstellar logistics set up for you. Go to HG63, mine up all the things. Just stacks of Tillium ore rather than quantity on board, because we are melting it. So do get some, because we do need some, generally. But don't worry about quantity on board, because it's being smelted and transferred to factory Tillium crystals, all but 10. But do transfer to the factory the ore, all of it. right? I think so. Because you're going to be smelting so much of it. I think that works. The alternative, I guess, is the smelter makes the crystals and puts the crystals into a storage that they're not allowed to touch. And then the storage goes into the chemical lab, which goes into the FTL drive, or it goes into an FTL storage that they're not allowed to touch. And then from the, so you just like every step of the way has got a storage crate just so people take their hands off. And then you'd have to set the auto cell maximum to just under what the crate can hold, so they don't end up taking stuff from the machinery all the time. But then the machinery is going all the time, and you are selling excess. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. Really, I just want storage controls. That would fix all of it. That'd be fantastic. If I want like a general storage and I just want to blacklist one thing, great, fantastic. Please, please. that's all I need, and maybe a specific type of storage crate that's also mixed, because while I kind of also want like different, you know, different air reprocessors and CO2 scrubbers and just the general utility things, like different brands and manufacturers that do different things, and some of them are very large and very industrialized for very large complexes, and some of them are much more, you know, inefficient and small, because you got the efficiency here for like recycling efficiency and all that. Like that's listed, that's being counted, it's being tracked. But you know, maybe just like a really small economy one for small ships, and like you got the shipbuilding, which is cool, but you don't have the furniture for it, which is really wild to me. I don't know why you've only gone halfway with it. It's really bugging me, because all these ships are the same, because all the utility closets are the exact same setup. You may as well do it. It's not terribly expensive. They've all got it. Yeah. It's fine. Enough complaints from me, I think. Rock and Stone, head out. Actually, no, don't head out. You need more than one person. You need... also drones. My bad. 5 drones. Somebody has a ton of drones. Come over to the scrap heap. Because I think they've got a ton of drones here. The scrap heap still has most of its stuff. I got rid of a lot of the garbage up here, replaced it with niobium ingots because the ring miner came by with a huge load of ingots. So we had to offload it somewhere. I turned off a couple of the machines just so they stopped making it, because we're plenty good on it. Working on the energy cell frames, which we are set with. We just need... energy cell frame was for generally... I don't know. Oh, up here probably. Niobium capacitor. Zellion energy cell, was that the thing? Frame and shielded Zellion, yeah. Shielded Zellion, which you've got... somewhere, all up here. It's not a great spot for it, but that's where we've got it. We could put it down here, though, just to make it a little bit easier for you, and then Stargate frames can go up here. It's all just like... it's all thrown just wherever it fits, because I didn't plan on keeping this for very long. And we're pretty much at the point of decommissioning it. I'm just letting it run out of its current stock mostly, and just slowly wind down its operations. So hopefully it gets us through the Stargate phase quick. Maybe the next one as well, depending. Though I'm not sure what would be next, because we don't have another research project to do. This is currently kind of it. So I assume there's a new unlock that shows up over here. Maybe like 3. It just like branches out more and gets more complex. Not sure. We'd been doing the robot arm speed research. We've got quite a bit of it nowadays. They're still finishing up level 6 of it, I think. Maybe level 5. So arms are pretty quick. Technically. I don't know if we get to see any in action here. Not much. But that's the thing. That's what's happening. The factory itself, not a lot to see yet, but it's going to have automated smelting that creates for all the ores that we get smelted. 2 smelters per. They go onto a track. These tracks head off and loop around into fabricators. And if they don't get grabbed by a fabricator, they come down and go into just a general ingot storage that is too deep. I need arms here. Draw equipment. Short robot arm. Just the one is probably fine. Then also down here, but these we're not going to have powered all the time. Just sometimes. Because I'm okay with them going into storage, but then if we like really need something specific, I can pull it off automatically with the short robot arms, or just let everything go through and just, you know, just power them all up and all that. Kind of go for another lap. It'll eventually reconnect up, and then the outputs for the fabricator is going to go onto these inner tracks, which will for the most part go through either intermediary storage, and then assembly tables we have people work with, because I think that's a lot easier, because assembly tables need generally a large mix of stuff, and the tracks are really complicated to sort then. Or if it's something kind of simple like frames, may as well, right? Get like just a smart arm to pull something specific off onto the table. That sort of thing. We'll deal with that, though. It kind of depends what the next Stargate section is, because I think this is happening. Things are cool and awesome here. The gas collector is sitting waiting with more shielded Zillion to deliver when they're ready for it. Got plenty of it. They do not have a capacitor or a canister storage anymore. It's just being thrown onto the floor, which is largely okay. I think they're about ready for another drop-off, maybe. It's a bit hard to say because of people moving around all the time, because of all the stuff being transferred and all that. Metallic minerals just sitting. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great what we have going on here. I'll be honest, it's very slapped together. It'll be much nicer at the other factory though. It's not quite ready. Soon. Kind of very soon. Just need, yeah, smelters, crates. I guess we could dismantle them all here. Get them shipped over. Are these ore crates also? Largely. Get those out of here too, then. And then Ring Miner, congratulations, you get to be... Actually, hold on. Did you get your drone port up? You did, though you don't have drones. However, I think we can just send drones because they deliver themselves, right? From scrap heap to the factory. Somewhere. It's like 10 drones. They should send themselves. And those drones, I think, can also then send furniture. Oops. Control click is what I want. Medium tank. Couple loaders. Oxygen loader. A lot of the spare crud. We have plenty of space in the factory for all this stuff. No problem at all whatsoever. 10 smelters. Oh my god. Waste treatment, oxygen, sewage. Oh yeah, this is 7 assembly tables. Yeah, get it all over here. Also, the arms. And the 43 tracks, that'll be great. 14 storage crates. Yeah, they got pretty much everything I need, actually. Nice. Just a bit of busy work getting the drones over here, though, because it's a little bit of a journey. But it is definitely working. I think that's, yeah, that's the reactor. Excellent. I like that. I like that the drones can do that. That makes this a lot easier. Otherwise, I'd have to load stuff onto the ring miner and then bring the ring miner over. Robot arm speed is now 150% faster. It's getting there. I think we can also get rid of the nerdy things. I think the scientists I have to fire and rehire over there, though. I don't think I can just transfer them. Just like hang on to a logistics drone and hold your breath. Oh, okay. Scientist. You're fired. In factory, logistics. We can try. They're still in the listing somehow. Did I hire some on accident, maybe? Is that what happened? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what I've just done. Okay. I think they were fired and they were still leaving, so they were still technically in the inventory. Science stations and stuff up here somewhere, I think. It's really tough that this is sorted somewhat categorically, though I don't know exactly what the category order is, but it also hides things that you don't have any of anywhere. So I'd really rather it just be alphabetic, to be honest. Science station, supercomputer, get those over here. Weapon control center, yeah, get that over too. Yeah, it'll be a lot of work getting it all over, but it'll slowly happen. And while that happens, Ring Miner, you are still holding steady with a ton of Noibidium. I think I leave you docked there for now, although Rock and Stone is... Oh no, right. Rock and Stone needed to pick up drones, which I could just transfer over. I forgot at the time, but then I remembered. It's like 10 drones. 10 drones give me like 10 crew, 10 suits. We'll dock for that because we have to. Oh, we got a ship coming in, that's why. I was trying to figure out what happened to my docking port. There. There. Hi. The gas collector's just still sitting, waiting. That's fine. Jumper, as I've renamed it to, just so it's a bit more clear what this thing is. Still just working on the stable isotopes, which get delivered. Some of that turned into deuterium, the rest of it sent in for capacitors, I think it was. I did make also another ship called the Field Old Knight. 2 million bucks for it. This thing I'm just gonna have camp inside fuel. It just makes fuel. That's it. It camps inside Metron. Looks like crap from the outside, but don't look at that. Lot of Metron gas stuff, because fuel's expensive. It's like 6,000 bucks per canister. Ugh. So I'd rather just park you inside the Metreon field that we've got an NG-11 and you just do the auto-stealthing to the shipyard. And we just make a ton of money that way then. Was the plan. You need a bit of starter fuel though. Oxygen. Water. Food. You don't really need a whole lot of it because you'll be able to auto-purchase it, actually. Let's just say buy below 10. Buy below like 4. FTL charge buy below 3. Water, a few. Food, a couple. I think that's it. Then crew. I need a fair few people. We'll go with 5 maybe. And then factory, since I see we've got them. Crew. Get some scientists! 6? 8, actually. Oh my god. Get the science stations. Get the supercomputers. Get all this stuff going as soon as possible, really. It's all plumbed up. I think I got it all plumbed up. I think I got everything connected. Like, I think I actually did an okay job with this one. It's shocking, I know, but I think we finally managed it. Sand's down here. a lot of this isn't plugged in yet because I wasn't sure if I needed to actually start operations right away or not. At least get the track in, you know? Oh yeah, speaking of. Something that I have forgotten to do, though, is generally everything involving this business. We get 2 arms in, so if there's a ton of stuff pouring out, because we got 2 smelters, right? So 2 arms are pulling out generally. If none of it gets grabbed, 2 arms are putting in then, and then just 1 transferring across. It's fine. It's whatever. Get those plugged in too. And they're just the short ones because they don't need a filter because the storage crate itself will actually be the filter. So it's kind of whatever. Same thing with these. The fabricator will sort of be the filter. The smelter will be the filter. It's all fine. The only time we need a smart arm is if... is if I do the assembly table thing, which I'm not sure if I do or not. I'm thinking the assembly table, I might just have an arm throw it on the floor, to be honest. Or output onto a track, and then the track just has, like, surrounding it a bunch of arms that throw everything onto the floor. Just so people haul it, because they're really quick to move stuff into a zone. That seems to be the first thing on their priority lists. Mega miner, low fuel. Oh yeah, right, you're heading off to the sunset. How far have you made it? As far as I'd like. Keep at it. We'll go for the sell though. 3.2 million. Boom. Rip. Have fun! Gets it out of the way though, so I don't have to look at it, because we got... Okay, maybe it is quite far away, actually. We still got, like, these idiots hanging out here. Which I don't know why they're still here. I can't rebuy them or anything. Like, surely a tug should just show up and move them. Yeah. How goes new ship? Surviving? Yeah, contracts. Kind of forgot about contracts. Nothing too wild, actually. I would have thought, because we got ratings at, like, level 10 and level 9. I would have thought that there'd be some pretty crazy ones for, like... You know, like, I was praising the game for not having crazy Stargate things, where it's like, whoa, I need 1,000 capacitors! But, like, maybe the contracts would be like that. Just optional for a bunch of money. Speaking of... Quickly, scrap heap, Stargate. Yep, sell. Nice, 33 capacitors, a bit of energy cell. The energy cells are a little bit slow going. Are you just being a bit silly with it? Probably. You don't have any arms. Take this arm. Ah, yeah, that works. Just to help pull the stuff off. If I really have to, I can get, like, a little bit of an automated assembly thing going. It's just a frame and a shielded Zelion. It's not that big of a deal. Shielded Zelion, though, looks like you are finally a little bit short on. Gas collector. 2 scrap heap. Shielded. Squint. Zelion. They have still plenty of it. Okay. Shielded canisters, though. I'll take more. I'll do a little trade. Then I'll detach so I can do, like, an auto purchase if they need it, though I think they're largely fine. It's funny that we're getting rid of full ones and receiving empty ones. It's like the most inefficient way of doing something, but, like, actually it's not that inefficient. It just seems stupid. Still wish we could, like, plumb fluids from one ship to another with, like, a docking port or a docking bay that's got fluid outs. Again, more furniture opportunities for more different things to build ships with and all that. Do you really not? Oh. Get the suits up there. Food and water is fine. FTL charges also don't need to go there. I got the small crate for it. It's got the autoloader in. Suits go up there. Any cargo can be all that then. Nice. Looking like there was at some point in time organization. I'm not really sure if that's actually true or not, but that's how it's looking. So I think we revisit all of this stuff then after a bit of time, since I think for the most part, we're just waiting for things to be transferred over, which is happening, albeit very slowly, but they are happening. Shouldn't be needing fancy arms, so we'll just go like so. Get them plugged in. They can be plugged in now, I think. Because you can also make your own tracks and stuff if you'd like, although really we're lacking a lot of big crates, but a lot of the big crates I think should be coming over. Not sure what that is just there. Smart robot arm. Okay, they're working on the arms. I think the crates are coming soon, but we've got the buy order set, so like it'll get done. It'll just take a little bit. It is okay. Deuterium, deuterium, deuterium. They're plugged in. We need pipes. We'll do a comb setup like this, and then just zoop straight through to feed both, and also their tanks. Stable isotopes then combed into another tank. Do I have any tanks? Medium tank. I'd like a huge tank. May as well. Don't think so. Do they have... There's a huge tank. I think it just like auto got placed over there. Okay, we'll just do it this way then. Huge tank. Yeah. With loaders. To get stable isotopes in for the most part, because that's what you're going to be. Burp. And burp. We'll also be needing isotopes over way out here. For some assembly tables. I'm assuming we also need to get like Metreon over there for one of these tables. It'd be really strange if stable isotopes is the one single fluid that you put into these. I'd be a little upset about that, to be honest, because it's a really strange kind of setup anyway, where we just suddenly start bringing that stuff in. Yeah, I didn't do any of that because we didn't have the people here for a little while, so I kind of didn't wanna. Deuterium, sell above. If you got like 10 containers sitting around, I guess, sell them. Oh my god, there's a lot of crystals and precious on the market. We don't have much to actually sell here, though. It's pretty basic and simple. If we were to go research... splitter tracks, maybe. The short robot arm, though. Yeah, do research that. I'm not sure on the smart. But the short one, at least, definitely. Because we'll still be needing more, and it'd be cool just to make them. If we can make them, then we get all this going a lot easier. The scrap will eventually go down here to be smelted into the metal minerals, or metal ingots, or whichever. Still waiting on that. Scientists are going, they got supercomputers, they're all happy, it's all plugged in. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so, you. Got a lot going on. Fuel... Dole. Okay. Your autos are set. Yep. Head over to NG11. Alright. That would help, huh? Just the drive. Oops. Yeah, I guess just kind of in the middle there, huh? Okay. I mean, you don't really need it, to be honest. You're largely just going to be camping there, generating fuel and making money. That's it. I do have the fuel system that they use. These are set to load. This is separate from what we're generating, because these are going into tanks and being unloaded once we get going, which we are, so they can be. Different circuit, so we don't have any sort of weird, like, oh, haul business going on. FTL charges too, but it's fine. Then head over to somewhere a bit gassy. Ooh, there looks good. Ooh. Yeah, somewhere over there is fine, I think. 4.3, 4.4. I don't have the gas itself going into any notable tanks, it's just the small ones, because the refineries get through them very quickly. Battery low. Not surprising. I guess it is a lot of... It is a lot. But with the engines off. Oops. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just move you a little bit more into a kind of cloud-ish area. Yeah, 14.6. That's okay. It could be about 20, but oh well. I guess get the smart robot arms too, just in case I do want to do any sort of like wild filtering, then we can easily set that up. Though I have like 20 arms on standby, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah, these tanks are filling up though. Should be noted. There is technically more collectors than refiners, and more refiners than chem labs. It was sort of by design. There we go. That'll help a little bit. There shouldn't be a huge backlog, but there should always be a bit of a backlog just to ensure that there is always some flow available from the tanks, because I think it just works a little bit smoother that way, though it really doesn't matter. So, since you are set then with that, we'll say fuel. Do not buy any, but do sell above, like, 2. I think. Because until these tanks are full, you will take what's unloaded and bring it over real fast. And having 2 on standby is always an okay thing. Thankfully, when you go to sell fuel, or really any fluid, it doesn't look at how many canisters you'd have inside storage. Got a lot of fuel canisters over there, actually, or fuel tanks. Whatever, it's fine. The reactors are going pretty hard. The battery is... it's a little bit here. It's like, it's just enough. We need like maybe another reactor research just to just to help out a bit, which that can be arranged. Okay. I trust you're good. If I set you up for interstellar logistics... Go and wait. Here. And then sell. Still here. Fuel. All but 2. Every 300 minutes. Let's go like 5, maybe? We'll see. You're still loading fuel in. And then the fuel trade. Yeah, no, just clear it up. I don't know. If you got like a stupid amount of it, do an emergency sell, I guess. But largely, interstellar logistics should be able to handle it. And then selling all but 2, which for the moment isn't a whole lot, but it at least keeps a nice log for me here. 2 fuel being sold for 12,000 bucks. Excellent. Somebody screams in pain over the radio. Why do you guys got your suits on anyway, huh? Don't you have, Just noticed, actually. Oh, I guess I didn't get an actual air duct. Get that installed quick. Sorry, guys. I'm glad the suits last, like, freaking ages. It's fine. Get that installed and you guys can have some beautiful, delicious air. Atmosphere. And you can put your suits away in the crate. Because I didn't want to have a bunch of suits sitting out. We are really just right on the cusp with this. That is crazy. Thank you, Reactor Researches. Okay, the tanks are full. We got a bit more of a meaningful amount of fuel. 90,000 bucks there. Yeah, alright. If we just, like, speed this up a lot. It really doesn't run very well, because there's a lot of compost storage for rock and stone. Yeah, alright, hold on. Wow. Yeah, right. Yeah, the 10 times speed is like as fast as we can currently go. Anything faster than that, it can't actually process quickly enough. But it looks like about 15 fuel still. Yeah, roughly, give or take. Okay, you didn't really sell all but 2 though. Gotta be said. Sell all but 1? There you go, reactor efficiency. That's slightly better for you. Slightly. Get it going again. How's things going at the scrap heap? We done yet? We good? Getting there. Zelion energy cells, still working on it. Need energy cell frames. Energy cell frames are also happening. They need noibidium ingots. Noibidium ingots. I know, we still got a nice full crate there. I'm wondering if I should get some sort of automation going for all that. And it depends how long you take to be, operational. You're largely set. Okay, cool. Then we'll go through minerals. Minerals, metallic minerals. Let's get scrap here then too. And then copper, precious, and noibidium. There. We'll still wait, I think, because we don't have the crates down here yet. Just to confirm. There would be crates to buy. Do buy it, just to get it going a bit easier. Make proper storage crates via frames. Frames we make here with metal ingots. I guess. Do a bit of framing. Do a bit of storage crate making. Go for Short robot arm is just frame and motor. Pretty easy to make. Okay, short robot arm, frame and motor. Motor you make here with metal and copper ingots. And then if I got anything really, like, kind of complicated to make, we do have the corner fabricator here that's actually got 4 robot arms feeding into it. Something to keep in mind. Those will eventually, they'll just loop around forever currently until we get the crates made. And we dismantle / cancel those ones to get these made. Awesome. That's pretty much there. Nope. Ingot. I don't like that some stuff is ingot and some stuff is not. Like metallic ingot, copper ingot, niobidium ingot, thallium crystal, and then like precious metal, I think it is. It's like, huh? Just one more crate. Up there. Haha! It's like food. We need a storage for anything that I see just a lot of up here, we can just make a crate for. Plenty of room for large crates there. Very easy, very simple. Nice. Oh yeah, rock and stone compost. There. And maybe CO2. Sell all of that. And that's already being sold, okay. Good, good. You are also set for dropping off to the factory, yeah. So, undock, blast away. You got people, you got suits, you got life support is going. Not as high as I would have thought it would be, though. You've got drones. Okay. I'll take, like, 3 more drones. So we got basically 1 for everybody, plus a bit. And then you can go. You are set also for buying FTL. Yeah, up to 6. Have fun. Ring miner is still really just waiting here to drop off its niobidium ingots that it's got. I think the metal already got out of here. Yeah. It's just got a ton of niobidium. Rock and stone, in fact. Yeah, no, that's the last thing to do. Okay. I think I'll have this be the first thing to do. But skip it, yeah, perfect. Because we're good. We don't need more niobidium for... Gosh, technically maybe forever? Where are you at? Just hanging out? Head down to SG-43 and do some scans, I guess. Because I don't think I did a scan down here, and I think I didn't do a scan up by the derelict. Like, here. I think. There's a couple places I haven't exactly scanned for. And then I guess we can head down for that fortress too, because we're also... I think largely set up and cool with that. Yeah, we got ammo, railgun slugs. It's all happy and cool. Come on, sector scan. Switched over to you and go fast. Oh. A storm available to survey. Factory! Since you got the people for it. Go for that. And then cruiser. Jump down to the derelict here. And I guess go for a scan just to ensure we did that. It's hard knowing what it is that isn't surveyed. It all seems to be working. There's multiple drones out there, the lasers are happening, the battery is happening, the O2 is... I don't know why the O2 is acting so strange. Oh, no. We are connected. I don't know. That's weird. It's weird that the O2 isn't just 100% all the time, or at least like 98% or so. Whatever. I guess that's fine. Factory's battery is low? Huh? Oh, yeah. No. Huh? Why? There's not a lot running right now. The reactors are going nuts, though. Logistics. What logistics? Oh, science. It'd be the science. Okay. I saw the 89 and thought, whoa, but no, it's actually the 560 for science because we're currently doing both research and also unlocking a storm area. Oh yeah, do a sector scan here just to ensure we did that. And then prepare a jump for down there. There you go, research done. Do it again. Go, go, go! It gets more and more every time, but as long as we're generating revenue, just build it out more and more, right? Okay, looks like nothing. Down here, then. Yeah. Nice long one. Oh. Wait a minute. It doesn't have a meteor shower here. Oh, that's actually really good. Hold on, gas collector. You don't need to leave for a little while, but come down to SG-44 then. To collect gas until you're full. That's excellent. Oh, that's really good. Okay, that's a nice find. I kind of assumed all of them would have the asteroid fields. All of the other ones have meteor showers. I say all the other two. Which is all of them. I'm still right. Did you sector scan? No. I guess so. Okay. Fine. Then to the fortress, or head back to the Stargate quick, which is also the shipyard. Because I did make, and we are actually getting revenue and we have a bit of money now. Is it really so complicated to do science that way? Like, really? Guess so. I like bring this down just like a couple notches maybe, slow down the research slightly. I guess we need to get some deuterium going, huh? Which would be the jumper. Logistics. Instead of scrap heap, go to the factory. Please. I toyed with the idea of also getting this thing to generate fuel, because it's got the gas collectors and all that going out, so like, while you're jumping and all that, maybe you jump into a Metron gas system and collect a little bit, and then you print out the fuel, but I figured just having something that can just AFK there forever is significantly nicer, so I opted for that. Yeah, pretty good stable isotope storage there. Yeah, we got more storage up there too. Okay, nice. Good, good. Although you are selling some. Hold on. Don't do that. Stable isotopes. Sell above like 40? a bit of a leftover from when the station was acquiring a bunch of it, and we had just too much, and the station had to sell it, and I was like, I just don't even give them that much because they're fine, but we actually need to get some supplying up from 0 right now, so... And also, I'm not even sure if you need to do the weight, because while you're collecting stuff in these areas, like doing the weight... Yeah, I don't even know if I need that. Because it's going to be processing in the background the entire time, right? So... Yeah. Should be fine. No storage for Tilium crystals. Yeah. Hold on. It's a fine point. There. They go. Oh no, that's where the ore should go. Right. Do I have a small crate still? Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. I made a whoopsie. The ore goes there. The crystals then... It shouldn't go anywhere, really, actually. They should go into the chem lab. When the chem lab has room for it. But I think you're gonna yell at me all the time because there's not a stockpile for it. So every single time the chem lab is working, you'll be like, "Help! I can't put crystals anywhere." Ah! Kind of like that. I guess I do get a little crystal storage down here just as like a bit of a buffer, but I think we're still gonna run into that issue of this thing's just gonna overproduce crystals because it makes them kind of quickly. This is only taking in 10 every 60 seconds, which is 1 every 6, and this is making 2 per second. So we're still gonna have a big pile of crystals back here that's just gonna fill up still, and you're still gonna complain. Get rid of that. It's fine. We just have to put up with an error message. I really want a way to disable alerts. There's some alerts I just never care about at all whatsoever. Right, fabricate a ship. We got the Nat 2. We've also got the Beag, which is extremely powerful, but also quite expensive. But the Nat 2. The Nat, but bigger and better. Well, not much bigger, actually. Better, certainly, though. It's a cannon. I had it at the front, but that changes their AI to be a little bit wonky, because then they try to do just, like, charging runs and then turn around and charge again. They do, like, kind of a figure 8 thing, which is really bad for these guys, because that means that they only fire once every, like, 30 seconds. But with a cannon on the side, they instead orbit, which is much nicer, so they're just laying down constant fire with that. They don't have a Gatling gun, so they can't protect themselves from little fighters. They do have a bit of armor, so the fighters will take a little while to bring them down. Ideally, I charge over there and help them out with the fighters and all that, if there are any, but I don't know. Largely, I think these guys are kind of ignorable. So it is just a cannon, but it's being auto-fed. It's got very basic life support, a couple batteries just to keep things going and happy. It's whatever. It needs a crewman. It's got an engine, so it can actually do its thing. I tested that. Resources by 2 fuel and oxygen, a water, a food. The dude and the suit. Yeah. Let's make a couple of them as a bit of a test. Suit. 2, 1. 1 and 1. Crew suit. 2, 1. 1 and 1. Shopping list would be incredible! But that should be everything they need to get going. Hello? Where'd the crewman go? What? Can I have a crewman? What happened? Cancel. Cancel and refund on both of these. I think you docked to the wrong ship because they're sort of stacked onto one another oddly. But, like, you delivered some stuff. One crewman, please. So we'll go with the one ship. Fleet formation, please. Come along. Don't know why it's so terribly awkward and so persistent on making them here on this pile. Oh my god, stop. Okay, fine. Whatever. Oh my god. I feel like some things were just never tested with this game. I really get that feeling sometimes. It's so frustrating when it goes wrong, because it goes so super wrong with no feedback at all whatsoever. So we're gonna jump down into the fortress, though. Oh yeah, you need cannon shells too. That'd be handy, right? Let me get you some of those. Have 10. My bad. Okay. No storage. I don't care. Cruiser! Jump along with new ship. See generally how it works and how quickly you die. And if it works out pretty cool and we have to do proper combats in the future, then we can look into getting some more of them and get them named. Fleet combat AI enable. And pause. Rigel heavy corvette straight away. I love just looping sound effects while we're paused. That's really good. Thank you for that. This station is, I think, the same thing as last time. And that is a miner, which is very ignorable. So, battle stations, throttle on. Let's pound it. New ship should just do its own thing automatically. Don't have to pay any attention to it. Fighters coming out. We'll do what we can for you. Yeah, you're getting just lit up by the fortress itself. You spawned in such a weird spot. Just surrounded by everything. Not even like off the edge of the board or anything that we come in on. Just right in the middle of it all. Thank you for that. Fortress is almost down, though. I assume we're fighting, like, more proper fortresses later on someday. And this is just a, just like your little tutorial. But this is also kind of the first combat that we've been... I was gonna say forced to do, but we're also not really forced to do it either. This is, from what I can tell, optional. Miner, corvette, beating up a small miner over there. Take advantage. Quick. Derelict small miner. Oh, it died. Okay. I guess I'll come over and help then. Oh god, new ship's got a hull breach. New ship is so screwed. But it's doing distraction pretty well. That wasn't bad. Imagine if I had a second one, because I can only really target like one guy at a time. The AI. So, like, you know, you get 5 or 6 of them because they're pretty cheap. Might actually work out pretty okay. If we have to do, like, proper fortresses in the future, I'd be very interested in looking into doing, I don't know, 10? 15? 20? This heavy jerk. All of his armor and everything. Deflector's just whipping his cannon shots away. Trying to speed away, but using the thrusters in conjunction with my engines to keep up with him. Now he's scooting back, but he's also dead. Also, that'll do it, dead. What? What, they miss? Come on. Get dead. He's sitting at 98%. Jeez. And then the miner. Gatling going crazy, destroying just a bunch of random drones there. Speaking of, okay, our drones are okay too. I forgot to turn them off. Oops. Let's harvest the fortress first, please. Oh, there's still a... Help, camera! What are you doing? God, I hate it. There's still a fighter abound. Just hanging out. Okay, cool. We're done. Pretty sure we're done. I'm gonna say we're done. Head over here, collect the goodies from the fortress. Whatever goodies that may or may not be. I feel like it's just kind of more crap. But the fortress is technically a higher class than the ships were. I think the fortress is class 5, so it could have better loot. Not sure. A couple pieces of furniture. I wish the camera would stop gliding along with the ship constantly all the time, 100% of the day, so I could actually look at something, but it's alright. We don't want players to see things. It's fine. It's okay. Just keep whipping the camera around constantly. It's alright. Fuel Dole, how's things going? You, still making money? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. There's not a lot I can do to really speed you up. Unfortunately. I could move the chem labs one closer so the engine isn't blocking a new chemical lab. Could also technically move the engines out a little bit more. The wall's a bit thick, so I'd have to shave off a layer of the wall for it, but technically also possible. Rock and Stone, how's life? You, yeah, you're offloading right now. Wow. Pretty good. So the factory has, yeah, factory's got ores. Except Noibidium, because I told the dude to skip Noibidium because we have a lot of Noibidium at the scrap heap. Stable isotopes. Yeah, we need, we still need a large tank for that. Huge tank. I think that'll actually get installed there too. And then loaders, which is kind of whatever, but whatever. Buy them and also maintain one. The fusion reactor is apparently up and running. We got deuterium. I'm not too sure how we got deuterium made, because I guess the one loader was done, so it's just from the loader directly into the chem lab, I suppose, without the tank. I kind of forget you don't need a tank sometimes. Scrap heap. Let's dismantle, not the docking port, some of these things. Are we still sending drones back and forth? Look to be done with that. Good. Because I want you to logistics over some of these energy things, so you don't need as much power, so we can take down one of your fusion reactors and send it over to the factory for their second one. Save me a cool $1 million. Eh, stay sped up, it's fine. Just the UI gets a little bit laggy at the higher speed, so I'd like to pause it. Too many people. Okay. And you still got a little bit. Just to mostly keep the gate going, I think, for the most part. The factory install. It's almost too big of a list. Second column would be cool. Would also be cool to hide this when I've got an object selected. I would like that a lot. A couple spare science stations still. Maybe, there we are. Energy transmitter. Just... along this back wall is fine. Plug him in. The other reactor is online. So they're both officially going. Stable isotopes getting loaded into the tank, which seems to have not actually gone where I hoped it would. Is that the tank? No. That's a fuel. Crap. Okay. Are we okay to power up? No, still missing some arms. Let me dismantle these arms so we get them installed. I think that's the only spot they can go, and then we can officially power you on. Because Rock and Stone's going to be coming back now pretty soon, probably, with more Noibidium. And also the other stuff, and I don't want you to be completely full everywhere across the board. So Noibidium ingots go there too. And then I'll say equipment, large crates. Sorry, schematic, large crates. Short arms. I guess have to, it's fine. But just the one on the output. I don't want to just flood this thing. Tentatively, but don't actually plug in yet. Because I am okay with you being a storage. That is all the melted stuff. That, Noibidium, Titanium, metal, copper, precious. Precious metals. Okay. Let's go for it. Kind of just like along the track is fine. It's a bit ugly because it's just like cables everywhere, but I think most of it we won't even see. I don't see any. A little bit, but not much. Frame, motors, empty. Empty, empty, empty. And then they're outputting onto this, which is going into the assembly table. Which, we could do small crates. For now, just robot arm and just whip the stuff off if it makes it that far and doesn't find a home. We'll just tentatively 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I think. And just a basic robot arm. Cool. Easy for the time being. And then it'll just be stored up north for the moment. But generally this stuff could crate out. If I move the assembly tables up 1 square, we can get also an out system. Though I don't think I need to do that because this is going to be spare stuff that these guys have made and they don't need to be on this track. They need to be on their own track generally. So this would be output onto some more crates down here, which have an output that can loop around to the assembly tables again. Because this is going to be the stuff that's like cables lenses, that type of stuff. Oh my god, speaking of, actually, are we good to go? Almost. Almost. We're 6 short on capacitors. What did capacitors need? Stargate capacitors? What Stargate capacitors need? Energy coil and actuators? What does energy coil and actuators need? Somebody to offload them? Okay. And the actuator? Ah, actuator's disabled. That'd be why. Okay. Not sure what the logic is with that. Is it because the storage is full? Yes. Okay, cool. If storage is full, storage is full. So we're really just waiting on actuators for the capacitors then, I think. For the Stargate capacitors. For the Noibidium capacitors. And then they just need ingots, which... Are you finally running low on? Can I finally pull more ingots over from, from what's its butt? Logistics. From the ring miner? Kind of. Sort of. We'll send over another 36 of them. And, like, a bit more ore, too, I guess. Ring miner. Low food. Yeah. Undock a second, do your purchase. You've been docked for a little while. I got plenty of food on the station, I suppose, that I could have taken, but whatever. It's food. Who cares? I don't. Nope, you were good. Oh god, somebody else just stole your spot. I hate that. I hate these ships just like... Yeah! Intercepting completely. You'd like ceiling mounted docking. Really? Come on. Let me park. You'd like ceiling mounted docking bays for those things or something.